Good evening, Mark. How are you?
I'm okay. How about you, ma'am?
I'm good. By the way, I'm Charlene from Virtualasting. So tonight we will have a short interview for virtual assistant position that you applied for. We just like to know things about you, your skills, as well as your experiences. So let's start. Can you introduce yourself first?
Hi, so my name is Mark. I'm a 40-year-old pharmacist, entrepreneur, and apparently a freshly minted virtual assistant. So I had the privilege to study at UST. It's one of the oldest universities in Asia. It's also one of the pioneers in medical education. I had a degree in pharmacy and was able to pass the licensure exam in 2008. Uh, I guess the highlight of my professional career as a pharmacist was when I became the executive assistant for the general manager of one of the larger chain drugstores in the country, and I was able to use the learnings I had from working there. I put up my own business. I had a small printing business, but unfortunately, the current pandemic put it in a hiatus of sorts. So it could either go one of two things: when normalcy resumes, or it might have been. Uh, I've seen probably the better part of it. So I'm trying to establish an online presence right now because that's the current trend. And luckily, I found virtualasting, which launched the Virtual Assistant University. So I'm part of its third batch, and so I'm pretty lucky, I guess, with my schools.
That's great, Mark. So, which virtual assistant position or responsibility do you think you're excellent at? Or you have immense interest for?
Okay, not to be overconfident, but my business is related with graphic designs, so I'm pretty much skilled with the use of Adobe Photoshop and a few projects with video editing. So I guess with this, I could say that I had a ton of resources and materials, and also I have the equipments for it. I use MacBook Pro, MacBook Air for my graphic designs, and also but my training with Virtual Assistant University is so well rounded that I could also do the other things like data mining, uh, web page building, social media marketing. So I'm really not picky with the job, but just to give an honest answer, I guess I had the experience with the line of graphic design jobs.
Okay, that's awesome. You have interesting and in demand skills. Just continue to nurture it, and I hope that you will be included in our shortlist.
Perfect.
So, what
Thank you.
is your preferred work schedule, Mark? Is it part time or full time?
I want to go full time because I'm a family man. I need to provide for my family.
Okay.
So part time is also not bad, but when it comes to the working hours, I used to work at a call center, so graveyard is no problem.
Okay. But are you comfortable doing calls for a client for 4 hours straight in case?
Yes, I've handled a lot of calls in the call center. I used to do appointment settings for a carpet cleaning company and also
Okay.
a handful of other clients. So I'm up to the task.
That's perfect because some of the clients are looking for virtual assistant like you who can do calls and that can be your edge. So how ready
Oh,
are
thank
you to
you.
work online in terms of your equipment, your internet connection, or the power supply in your area in case of outage?
Yeah, I'm very much ready. I have the equipments with me, my computers, my internet connection is very stable. I have PLDT, by the way. I used to have Converge, not to complain with the performance of Converge, but I think the PLDT is better because it has its own satellite facilities, and I also have a backup connection, um, also PLDT. So I'm very ready for this.
Okay, so it seems that you are very ready to work online now, Mark. Okay, so in terms of employer, what is the ideal boss or client for you?
Well, I've been through a lot of bosses, honestly, and I was able to be a boss myself. So I guess the ideal boss for me is someone who would guide you in the right path, so to speak. Of course,
Okay,
yeah, I think like Miss Judy, I think she's a wonderful boss. So I've been with a lot of I've worked with a lot of people. I'm very comfortable with working with all sorts of people, all sorts of attitude, and I guess I can handle any client.
okay. So why should we hire you and not the other 1,000 trainees in our roster?
Good question. Maybe if I'm the one who's selecting the applicants, maybe I would choose the one with, so to speak, the maturity, because the skills
Okay.
are there to be learned, but
Yes.
the attitude towards work is it's I guess it has been my age through the years working for different companies. So I think I was able to get along with people, and I was able to show them the quality of work that I do. So I take pride with the results of my work. So I try to do things as the best that I could with a given time, of course. And I like to take the extra step, the extra initiative. If you could notice, this is a virtual background, so I just learned this
Yes.
a few days ago. So I have um, a homemade green screen with made from cartolina paper. So I was able to do this virtual background. So I think it's pretty cool, and
Yeah.
that's I really get hype up with this.
Okay, that's great, Mark. So thank you so much for your time, and we are very much interested or excited for you to be part of our company. So see you and
Oh,
goodbye.
thank you so much, ma'am. Bye bye. Stay safe, ma'am.
Thank you. You're welcome.